this is about an interesting case where the arbitration agreement was very different from the usual ones that I have seen. So in this case, this is the Parmeet Singh Chatwal and others versus Ashwini Sahani. This is a case which has come before the High Court of Delhi after an award given by the Arbitration Tribunal in Delhi. Okay, so this case is now filed under Section 34 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 to set aside the award dated 36/2014 passed by the Learned Arbitral Tribunal by the Arbitration Panel Delhi. Okay, so we'll see what is the facts of this case. The facts of this case is that there was a claim petition filed by the respondent, Mr. Sahani, that the petitioner used to purchase fabrics from his from the respondent, and it was based upon the specifications of what the petitioner has required. The respondent has raised the the invoice bills to petitioner, uh, petitioner, and he's a proprietor of Miss Mahima Exports. What happened is the respondent also opened an account, current account, in the name of Miss Mahima Exports in his books of accounts, and it was maintained by him accordingly. It is stated that at a certain point of time, that is after 3 years from the initial period they have started business, there was a certain amount that the petitioner has to pay the respondent. The amount accrued to be around 15 lakhs. And also, since this amount was not payable by him after the 3 years of time, they have given a 24% per annum interest to that amount, and which almost accumulated to 11 lakhs alone. So it is about 26 lakhs is the amount that is to be paid by the petitioner to the respondent at the end of 3 years. And also at the end of 3 years, which is around 2010, the petitioner gave a check of 1 lakh, and the same was set as which came unpaid, and the respondents filed a complaint in Section 138 of the Negotiable Instruments Act. A criminal complaint was filed against the petitioners. Here, in the invoice raised by the respondent, which was given to the petitioner, it was said that an arbitrational clause in a small font at the bottom of the invoice. It was similar to a footnotes in a big in the worksheet of the respondents, which the respondent used to give invoice to the petitioners, right? In that invoice, a small arbitration clause at the footnote was given. And what the clause read is, we are members of Delhi Mercantile Association. In case of any dispute, its decision is final and binding for both the parties. And there was another set of invoice in which it read, all disputes regarding this invoice will be settled by Delhi Hindustani Mercantile Association and will be binding on both parties. This happened for so long, around 3 years, that in all the invoices generated by the respondent to the petitioner also, whenever he signs the invoices claiming that his goods from the respondents received to the petitioner, he used to sign it with the seal of the petitioner's concern. This happened for 3 years, and this, just based upon this invoice acceptance, the respondents has gone to the Delhi Mercantile Association seeking relief for the above said concern of 26 lakhs, which is pending from the petitioner's side. And only based upon this this footnotes arbitration clause, the Delhi Mercantile Association also has taken this case and also passed an award. So now coming to this, so is the award given in the favor of the respondents really valid? Can someone just give your thoughts on this?
I think it is not valid.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. So yes, you guessed it right. It was an impugned award, and hence the case is now before the High Court of Delhi to set aside. So what the judgment given by Mr. Justice Jayant Nath is that He has referred a case of Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited versus Canara Bank, that an arbitration agreement should be as follows. It should have intention of the parties to settle their disputes through arbitration. The essential element here is that both the minds of the parties, that is the petitioner and as well as the respondent, should meet at a specific point, that both should have the initiation to settle the dispute through the through ADR or the arbitration as referred here. And also, it should be that the documents on record show that the parties were not at idem. Ad idem is a Latin term which refers to meeting of the minds. So, since the meeting of the minds in our case were not there, because just because the petitioner signing the invoice doesn't mean that he accepts to the arbitration clause at the footnotes. It just means that he is signing. He has signed in the invoice that he has received the goods. He has not given acceptance for the arbitration agreement at the bottom of the invoice. Any contract, any arbitration agreement should be made in a common sense approach and must not go towards a legalistic interpretation, because these agreements are being signed by very common people and they do not have much aware on what is given in the footnotes. It's not that everyone will be able to go through the invoice all the time. That is what justice has referred here. The award given merely concludes that existence of an arbitration clause without giving any reason. There is no particular reason that this arbitration clause will alone rule that there is an arbitration agreement between the parties here. From this case here, it is said that the Mahima expert signed the invoice, or it has been signed on behalf of some other entity, and this signing only means the receipt of the goods rather than agreeing to the arbitration agreement between the parties. The so-called arbitration clause is reproduced in a small font at the bottom of the invoice, which is almost like the footnotes, and hence the parties were not at idem. Hence, the findings of the learned arbitrators in the impugned order are clearly erroneous and contrary to the settled legal position. Hence, the Justice Jaina set aside the award and the petition was allowed accordingly. Thank you so much.